All right, we'll start the session. It's time now. Thank you so much for joining the session today. And I'm Priyanka. I also have another presenter here with me, Lindsay, and we will be conducting the session for you today. So we all know today's session is about focal point, building a financial ecosystem with Zoho Workplace. So the first question that is posed here is, are your financial operations as efficient and secure as they could be? So we all know in any organization, financial operations are considered to be crucial operations, isn't it? And since the financial year end is approaching as well, we might be dealing with a lot of data, reports, and clients, informations, etc. as such. And this is going to put us in a lot of pressure. And imagine if we are working with tools and solutions which are not really integrated with each other, and it is also giving us more tasks and more challenges. So we don't want those things anymore. We want to, set aside of those issues, and we want to use solutions which are actually interacting with each other, integrating with each other, and letting us do a less job and the solution doing a lot more, isn't it? That's where Zoho Workplace comes into picture. This is the solution I'm talking about. Zoho Workplace has integrated solutions available, which is going to let you to enhance your collaboration, streamline your financial operations, and also make sure that your data is kept secure. Isn't this the solution we're looking forward when we deal with financial operations? Don't worry, I'll also let you know how Zoho Workplace is the right solution by showing you a lot of challenges that is faced by financial sectors and how you can use Zoho Workplace as a solution. So we will have a better understanding as to how to use this particular solution better. Okay. Now the agenda is, we will see an introduction to Zoho Workplace. So if at all there is anybody here who doesn't know how Zoho Workplace is and how to use the same and what are the products it contains, don't worry, I will be giving you an overview of what Zoho Workplace is and what are all the apps it comprises. And then we'll be moving on to industry-specific financial challenges and optimized financial processes, which is the solution that I'm talking about using Zoho Workplace. And we will be talking about our very native application, that is Trident, and I'll be giving you an introduction of that application as well. And then we will move on to the QA segment. Okay, so this is what is planned for today. And now let's dive into the session. So when we talk about the overview of Zoho Workplace is a unified productivity suite. Okay, it has about 9 different applications, and the advantage of using the same is you will be jumping between the applications and you wouldn't even realize that. You will be working in one particular platform, but you would have used 4 different applications at once. Okay, you don't have to toggle, you don't have to, spend your time in getting the data to flow between the application, which is automatically happening here in Zoho Workplace. And here, we would like to categorize the suite as the follows. That is Mail Suite. Mail Suite is mail-only application that itself has its own suite that comes with email, calendar, task, notes, and streams. And you also have the Office Suite available for you to bring out the creator in you. You have documentation, sheets, and presentation available. And here you also have Communication Suite. So this is quite important as well for any business processes. You need to be able to communicate better, and the platform should be allowing you to do that. And here we have instant messaging, audio calls, video calls, screen sharing sessions, meetings available here. We also have a newcomer, that is Zoho Vault, which has been newly introduced to the bundle. And this is a password manager, which lets you to save and securely manage your password and share them as well. Okay. And now we have a brief about this, but I'm going to just give you an introduction to all the products available. That is, first we have Zoho Mail. Zoho Mail is an award-winning product where we have a secure email solution available, enterprise-grade security available as well. So we all know how an emailing platform works, isn't it? I don't have to give you an introduction on that. But how Zoho Mail sets itself aside, that is how it is unique, and what it brings to the table is it is quite significant with its collaborative features. It has email sharing, draft sharing, where you can simply tag people and allow them to see your draft, allow them to see your emails. And you can also do folder sharing, mailbox delegation, where you can share your entire folder or entire mailbox for somebody else to take care of it. So these are some of the collaborative features available in Zoho Mail, which is going to make this particular product more unique and the way you handle your emails. And then you have Zoho Calendar. So Obviously, when we're talking about collaboration, we can never miss out on the product that is calendar, isn't it? So for you to stay on top of your meetings and the conferences and to track all of your schedules, you have Zoho Calendar available, and here you get to share your calendar, let people see your schedules, and you can also let somebody else handle your calendar by delegating your calendars as well. You have enormous options available in the Zoho Calendar as well, and then you have Zoho To Do. To Do is the task management application. Okay, so if at all you would like to create tasks for yourself or for your team as a group task and assign it to them, you can use Zoho To Do, and you can create tasks as you want. You can give it a particular priority as well. So depending on the priority, people can take up the task and work on the same. And I'm sure people here, we would have used most of the Zoho applications. And we all know there is a task management tool in all of those applications. We would have created a task in CRM, we would have created a task in another application, Zoho People, etc., like that. So when we create tasks, we should be able to manage those tasks. We should be able to, access those tasks from anywhere. We shouldn't be toggling between the applications, isn't it? Here we have unified view available. Could you see this option that says unified view? You can click on that and you can see the task created across applications in Zoho, so you can easily prioritize and work with the same. And then you have Zoho Click. I'm sure most of us know what Zoho Click is. Zoho Click is the chat application where you get to chat with your internal organization members. You can have a text message sent across and received, and you can also do audio calls and video calls for you to, get the person narrate whatever they are saying through their voice, or if you wanted to see eye to eye and talk to them, you can use video calls. You also have screen sharing sessions available. So if you're trying to talk about a particular data and you are mentioning that there is an error, you don't have to recite those data, but rather just share your screen, let them know what exactly you are talking about using the screen sharing session. And here in Zoho Click, we also have the availability status available, where you can turn on your availability status, letting people know if you are available for a conversation or not. You can also turn on your remote login, letting people know if you've logged in for the day or if you've taken leave. So all of these information will be conveyed seamlessly using Zoho Click. And then we have Zoho Workdrive. Zoho Workdrive is our file management tool. So here you get to save all of your files and folders. In My Folder, you can use, you can save all of your images, videos, audio files, video files, etc. And you also have Team Folder available. So here in the Team Folder, this is considered as a shared folder. Okay, so when you upload files or folders in Team Folder, whoever you have added in the particular team will already have access to those folders. Okay, but don't worry, it doesn't mean that they have all the access. You can actually set the specific access you want to give it to them. If you just want them to view those emails or view those files, you can give them view access. Or if you would like to have them just comment on it, or if you would like to let them share those files as well, you can give them the specific access and you can add them to the team. Okay, and then goes the My Folder option. In My Folder option, those files and folders that you upload in this particular segment will just be reserved for you. But don't worry, you get to also share these files by using the share option. You can give them different access here as well. Okay, so that's Zoho Workdrive. And then you have Zoho Writer. Zoho Writer is for your documentation purposes and to bring out the best writer in you to create the document just the way you want it to be furnished. And here you have all the formatting options available for you to make use of in order for you to best create your document just the way you want it to look like. And here we also have Zia available. So Zia is an AI, it will be integrated, and that lets you to see the readability of the document, grammar errors, spelling errors. So with those insights, you can furnish the document even more, and you can also collaborate and work with your colleagues, let them give you suggestions, feedback, or rather even let them edit the document itself. So when you all work together on a document, you would be able to get all of their suggestions and their inputs, and you can create the document in a more furnished manner. And then you have Zoho Sheet for you to create your data. You can incorporate your data. You can create charts out of the same. You don't have to worry about creating charts on your own. We have our AI available for that as well, where you can Just drag the particular data for which you want to create a chart, and the AI is going to produce chart for you to see a better version of the particular data incorporated. And you can insert the chart, you can infer from the same, and you can also use the infographics, you can also use the tables available. And here we also have functions. So you don't have to actually think about the function you want to make use of in a sheet. Rather, the functions are already available and you can choose the function you want to use. If you are doubtful why exactly this function will be used, the description is already given. The description is also found for you to understand the exact function and you can make use of. And then you have Zoho Show, which is a presentation application. So here, the presentation that I'm showing you today is itself was created by Zoho Show, and you can create your Zoho, presentations, and you can share it with your colleagues. Let them also collaborate and work in the presentation. And this particular application works offline as well. So you can view your presentation, you can make changes. So when you go online, all of the changes you made will sync online as well. And then we have Zoho Meeting. So we can never have a particular organization go without an online meeting platform, isn't it? We need to have this so that we'll be able to engage with the hybrid employees as well and get them to see what exactly is going on and discuss about the important things via an online meeting platform. So that's Zoho Meeting for you. Here you get to conduct meetings, both internal and for external participants. Okay, and here you have extra options available, such as locking a meeting, where you get to decide who can join the meeting. You can record the meeting, you can download transcripts, you can share meetings via link, share the recordings via link. All of that is available here. And you also have breakout rooms. So let's say you're conducting a meeting and you would like to have a focused discussion with a set of members in the particular meeting, but you would rather not do it in front of all the audience in the particular meeting. You can use breakout room, which is a feature available where you can set aside certain people in the particular meeting and you can have a focused discussion with them. That's breakout room for you. That is also available in our Zoho meeting platform. And then we have Zoho Connect, and this is my favorite application because here in Zoho Connect, this is a social intranet which works like a social media platform, which is going to spice up the way you talk to your organization members. So if you would like to just post update about a particular event that's happening in your company, let's say it's a partner event that's happening. So if you would want them to give you suggestion as to how you can make the event more interactive and more exciting. So you don't really have to compose a mail for that and forward it to all of your organization members, but rather you can post it in the Connect. Okay, this is a channel, which is a collaborative platform, which brings all of the employees to one particular platform. Here, when you post such messages, whoever is having access to the post can like the post, comment on the post, give them suggestions, give them feedback. And with those suggestions and feedback, you can move forward with taking that particular event forward. Okay, that's Connect for you. And then we have Zoho Vault, the new edition. So Zoho Vault is the cloud-based password manager. This is a secure password manager where you can store and you can share your password in a secure manner. And also it is using the encryption method here. And Zoho Vault, to explain about Zoho Vault, I also have Lindsay with me, who's going to give you a lot of brief about this particular product. But here, Zoho Vault is available for you to make use of this particular product to save your passwords. And passwords are quite important for us, isn't it? That's the first layer of security itself for any of our accounts. So we have to make sure those passwords are not leaked and kept in a secure platform. And that's going to be Zoho Vault for you. And this is going to be this can be used by individual business processes, etc. It's really not constrained to a particular sector. All right. And then you have the unified experience. So why do we actually talk so much about Zoho Workplace as a bundle? Is all of these apps are quite important, but if they don't talk to each other, if you're not able to make use of the integrated version of these applications, then you're missing out on a lot. That's where Zoho Workplace is going to give you the best experience, where this unified experience is available in Zoho Workplace, where you can see a dashboard. Can you see that? Here, can you see all the applications listed on top? You don't really have to switch between application in different tabs, and you don't have to toggle between application, but rather in very same platform, you get to switch between application just with few clicks. And also, you wouldn't even realize that you're moving to the next application. All of that will be tightly integrated and will give you a seamless experience using all of these applications together. And here, as you can see, a dashboard. So when you are starting a day, Okay, and when you open your application Workplace, when you log into your account, this is the dashboard you will see. Here you will have streams and click and calendar, as you can see. You can also customize your dashboard just the way you want. And you can, paste work drive first, or you can paste mail first, etc., depending on your preference. So when you do that, whatever application you would like to get the latest update about will be already available on the first screen itself. You can see, okay, what are all the mails I've received and what are the messages I have to attend to, and what does my calendar say, what's my schedule for today. With these updates, you can schedule your day better from the first go itself. You don't really have to dive into the particular application for you to get those updates. A dashboard is going to give you all the updates with just one look. That's unified experience for you. I highly recommend all of you to give it a try for this dashboard and make use the same, and let us know how you felt about it. Now, talking about industry-specific financial challenges. So I took my time to let you know what Zoho Workplace is and what are the application it comprises of. And we also spoke about some of the significance the particular application holds, right? So now it's time for us to understand how these applications are going to help us face the challenges posed in financial sectors. Okay, so taking 3 different examples, that is financial sector for banking industry, accounting and auditing firms, and finance management in enterprises. Okay, so these 3 are the firms we're going to discuss for today, and we're going to talk about the challenges that we faced in these sectors and how Zoho Workplace can help defeat those challenges. Okay. So first we have banking industry. In banking industry, we suppose these are the challenges faced by them, and those are the significant ones we have to address using the solutions such as Zoho Workplace. And the challenges are managing large volume of transactional data, regular updation of compliance and policies, secure collaboration between branches, and streamlining customer query handling. Okay, let's see them one by one. First, you have managing large volumes of transactional data. So in a banking sector, you might be dealing with thousands, even millions of data, and those data could be quite sensitive, where it could be about a client information, it could be a transactional amount information, and these should be kept secure and also in a structured manner. You should save all of these data in a structured manner so you can access them, retrieve them anytime you want. Imagine if you are using a distorted application, or an application where you're not able to structure these data in a way that it is easily retrievable and or understandable. Then it would be really difficult for you to work with these data itself. For that, we have a solution that is Zoho Workplace, where we have a more intuitive and understandable structure creation of folders available, where you can create your folder in a way that it is going to be dealt with as a tree form, where you see a tree kind of format here, where you can select the folder under which the next folder opens up for you, and the next folder. So depending on the structure folder you have created, the tree hierarchy will be available for you to get to the right folder at the right time. And apart from this, when we talk about huge volume of data, these data have to be kept secure as well. So don't worry, Zoho Workplace is an encrypted platform where all of your data will be kept secure and there is no space for compromisations. And then we have regular updation of compliance and policies. So here, in a banking sector, it is a sector where you have regulated environment, and these compliance and policies change and gets updated, and you have to keep your professional circle as well updated about the same. Okay, they can't be kept in the dark. And for you to seamlessly be able to communicate all of these changes to them, you need a platform that is Zoho Meeting. So where you can call upon all of those hybrid workers and all of your professional circle online, and you can let them know what are the changes that has been brought forth, and let them know about it so that they will adhere to all of those compliances and regulations that have been updated, and they are kept in the know, rather than pushing them in the dark side where they don't know about this at all. So you should have a seamless online meeting platform where you can discuss and interact with your colleagues and let them know about things they need to know on a daily basis. And then we have secure collaboration between branches. So obviously, if you're working in a banking sector, you will discuss about a lot of financial processes. You'll be talking about client information. You'll be talking about compliance policies or reports. So all of these are considered to be crucial only, right? Rather, I would say sensitive. right? So you can't be talking about this over a call or talking about this over a text, which is not a very secure platform to talk about. We need to choose the platform we're doing this conversation. And that could be Zoho Click for you. Zoho Click is a very, very secure chatting application where you get to chat with your internal and external participants, outside organization members as well. Here we have the data encryption available. All of your chat is kept quite secure, and you also have secret chat available. What's a secret chat? I'll let you know. So here you have Click, and here if you would like to just chat with a person, you can choose to do it by turning off the history. Can you see turn off history available? When you choose that, once after you close the chat window, the chat disappears, and same goes for the recipient as well. So when this happens, the chat does not get saved in our own servers itself. If you're talking about a very sensitive concept or a topic or a client information, you can turn off the history and you can talk about those information and be done with it. And once after the conversation is done, it's going to get disappeared and it won't be saved in our servers as well. Okay. So this is how we provide you flexibility with the sensitive data or information that you're trying to converse with your colleague. And then we have streamlining customer query. So in a banking sector, you might have a lot of queries coming in asking for loan information, account information, and they would like to start an account with you and they would like to get more information about the same. So you might be receiving a lot of queries on a daily basis. So I'm sure we're all working very hard to achieve this customer satisfaction that we're expected to achieve. But for us to be more effective, the tool needs to give us that particular flexibility. It needs to give us that space. That's exactly where Zoho Workplace joins hands with apps like Zoho Desk as well. Zoho Workplace is not just about the 9 application, it also joins hands with a lot of applications, which is going to let you feel that the possibility is endless. So here you have Zoho Desk available. Zoho Desk is a ticketing platform where you can consider emails as tickets and you can assign the ticket to a particular agent, let them take care of the particular thread. Also, you can let them to take care of the entire thread sent by the particular customer itself. So when you treat emails as tickets, you will never miss out on them. And you get to track the previous tickets created by them and what are all the queries were handled regarding the particular customer. You get to just grab on the history just like that, and you can handle the query in a much efficient manner. That's how Zoho Desk helps you, and Zoho Workplace lets you to seamlessly integrate with this particular application. And all of your mails can be created into tickets by the integration available. You can also use bots. So let's say when you're using a Zoho Desk kind of an application, if there is any email that was sent by the particular customer as a reply, immediately you can trigger a bot saying, if the person is going to send me replies or if I'm going to be assigned for a particular ticket, I need to be alerted about the same. So the bot immediately alerts you sending you a message and click saying, there is a particular ticket awaiting for your response, or there is a reply that has been sent for this particular thread. So with these, you will be always on top of your knowledge on what is being brought to your table, and you will be ready to face it. So that is the integration that we wanted to talk about. And yeah, we'll move on to the next sector, which is accounting and auditing firms. So here in other accounting and auditing firms, we would have faced a lot of challenges. And what we consider to be significant is handling sensitive client financial data securely, manual reconciliation and delays in financial reporting, streamlining compliance and regulatory documentations, and tracking client communication and follow-ups. Okay, so let's begin. The first is handling sensitive client financial data. I'm sure we will be handling a huge load of client financial data, and we need to handle them quite secure, isn't it? So I'm sure we wouldn't be just handling them in just chats. Or most of the organization prefer to use the email solution, isn't it? So we have to have an email solution as well that provides us with the right set of encryptions, isn't it? Zoho Mail itself is an encrypted email solution only. Okay, it uses TLS, which is transport layer security, which is going to encrypt all of your mails that you send across and receive. Okay, apart from that, it also provides you with a lot of other features as well, such as PGP, privacy, SMIME, and you also have secure pass email features as such, which is going to give you, it's going to lead the ball to your court, saying if you want to use these features as well to improvise in security, you shall move forward and do so by using these features. And here, as it says in the slide, we do not sell your data belongs to you, and we do not run ads, you already know that, and we do not sell your data at any point in time, so you don't have to worry about those things at all. Whereas Zoho Mail is just going to be an email solution which is going to help you be better at the work that you do. And here, as I told you about the features, I'm going to show you just one feature for us to understand how this particular secure pass email work. So let's say I'm sending out an email, okay? Composing a very simple email. Let's just imagine this is a very complex email, okay? And when I want to send it to a person, I can choose this secure pass email available, okay? When I choose that, this particular feature itself has 3 different advantages, okay? 1, it never lets the recipient to forward, copy, print, or download this email. And then we have mail expiry. I can set up a mail expiry date, and just the way I set it, after the expiration period, the recipient will not be able to access the email content at all. Third, every time they try to access the email content, they need the OTP passphrase for them to access the same. So these are 3 different advantages that comes along with this particular feature. 1 is the recipient will not be able to forward, copy, print, or download the email. Second, it goes with an expiry date. After the expiration period, they won't be able to access the email content. And it also goes with an OTP passphrase. They need the OTP in order for them to access the email data. This is just one feature I'm trying to explain here. You also have other features available for you to, make use of, and you can improvise the layers of security that you use in order for you to send out emails. And then we have manual reconciliation and delays in financial reporting. So in a finance sector, we will use a lot of automations, okay? But if we are still adopting the manual entry way, I'm sure it's going to take a lot of time, and also we tend to make a lot of errors because it is done manually, right? So when these things are brought into picture, this is going to bring in a lot of complexities, and it's going to leave us in a vulnerable position, and this is going to delay a lot of process as well, isn't it? So to avoid that, we have Zoho Sheet available. I'm sure most of us are using Zoho Sheet or a similar product as such, and I'm going to explain how Zoho Sheet is going to be really useful for you. Zoho Sheet is an application that lets you to incorporate your financial data and info better using the tables available and charts available. Not just that, it also has the AI integrated. As I already told you, let me go to the sheet. Okay. You just have to drag the particular data for which you want to create the chart for, and you can use the ZR search here. And you can see the charts are already created here for you to have a better understanding about the same. You can incorporate the chart, and also you can use the functions available. Here in the functions, you can use all of these formulas, and when you choose a particular formula, you get to see for what purpose exactly this has to be used and how it has to be used. Okay, with these knowledge, it's going to be really useful for you to use these functions and also make use of that in your financial operations, right? And you also have the collaborative application, that is collaborative tools available in this application, where you can share the particular slide. Here you have options. You can tag the person to who you want to share, and you can give them granular access. You don't have to just let them see it. You can also let them comment on it, edit the particular sheet. You can also let them share the particular sheet. Okay. So when you share it, they can give you comments on a particular column, row, entire sheet, or they can also give you a comment on a particular cell as well. Can you see an add comment option here? You can choose that, and you can say this particular cell has an error. Okay, I would like for you to look for it, and I would like for you to change it. Okay, so with these insights, with these flexibility in bringing people to, give you advice on this, and bringing people to let them foolproof all of these information that you have incorporated here, it's going to be really helpful for you to furnish the sheet that you create. All right. And the next challenge I would like to discuss about is streamline compliance and regulatory workflows. So we already talked about compliance and regulations, which we need to convey using Zoho Meeting kind of platform. But here, What I'm going to talk about is the workflows. Sometimes we have certain reports created, and when you create the report, it needs to go through, few other people for the report to be finalized. It could be you and then another chief and then another authority and then another authority. And once after it is gets done with all of these people is when the report is set to be finalized. In those cases, any company, any organization, you will have this flow, isn't it? So imagine if this flow can be automated, then you don't really have to, check if at all the report has reached them and if it has moved to the next hand or not. You don't really have to worry about if this is going to be automated. And the delay is going to be reduced, and nobody has to sit and wait for it to reach them. And they would already know it if it is automated. Once the previous person is done with their job with a particular report, it's going to reach me, right? And how would you do this is, Zoho Writer lets you do this. Here, you can create a workflow automation where you can set up saying, when I create this particular document, once I furnish it, when I say this draft is done, it needs to be shared with my authority. It needs to be shared with my manager. And once after my manager signs the document, then it has to go to the next person for approval. And once the person approves, it has to go to the client. So you can set up a workflow as such using Zoho Writer itself. You don't really have to worry about you doing all of it on your own. Once after the person is done with it, automatically it will be shared. So that's how Zoho Writer provides you with this automation of workflows, which is going to be really useful for you and save you a lot of time. And then we have tracking client communication and follow-ups. So it's quite important for us to keep our clients engaged, and we need to, continuously follow up with them. And we also should be aware of whatever conversation that has happened with them in different modes. They could have been on a call with us, they could have texted us, they could have mailed us. We should be, aware of all of those conversations. And when we try to, reach out to them again and have a conversation with them, we should be, fully equipped with all of the information that lies with the particular client. For that, we have integration with Zoho CRM, okay, Customer Relationship Management, which is an excellent tool available for you to maintain your customers' deals and contacts, right? Zoho Workplace seamlessly integrates with Zoho CRM as well. So here you can have your emails shown where you can, directly from your inbox itself, you can use the integration of CRM, and you can add the particular recipient or the sender as a lead or a contact, and you can schedule calls, you can add up a task, you can also see whatever work that you have scheduled in your CRM calendar. All of that is available in the integration itself. You don't really have to go to the CRM platform itself. From your inbox itself, you should be able to do that. And let me just quickly show you how it's done. For CRM, you can choose CRM option here. Could you see that? You can choose the same. And you'll be able to see the daily activities. Whatever you have scheduled for the day will be shown to you here. You can choose a particular participant, and you can create a task for them, create meetings, log a call. So if you had a call with them, you should be able to also take note of whatever was discussed with them and what was finalized, right? That can also be taken a log off, and you also have a scheduler call available. And you can create leads and contacts right from here itself. You don't really have to worry about you have to toggle between different applications. No, you can create it right from here within your inbox. And the next sector we're going to see is finance management in enterprises. And here we only have 3 different challenges which we'll be discussing. One is inefficient financial reporting and data presentation, securely sharing financial reports with stakeholders, and reducing manual data entry and financial errors. Okay. First, it says inefficient financial reporting and data presentation. So when we are presenting a financial data, it's going to have a lot of numbers. Okay, so we have to make sure the presentation is quite visually appealing, and it is clear, and it is also easily interpretable. Okay, for that, we need a platform which is going to allow us to do all of these things or achieve all of these goals. That's where Zoho Show comes into picture. Zoho Show is the presentation application. So here, Zoho Show doesn't just allow you to add text and objects. It lets you to create charts in this particular application. So when you create charts, when you create infographics, when you create images in a way that the financial data is more presentable, more clear for the stakeholders, for them to understand, there is no space for them to misinterpret the particular data you are trying to present, right? So when this is achieved, they're going to have a clear-cut view towards the decision they have to make, right? There won't be any mishaps as long as the presentation is going to be understandable for the stakeholders. For you to make it more understandable, you can use Zoho Show, which is going to give you enormous options available for you to use in order for you to formulate and create your presentation in a more visually appealing and clear manner. And then we have securely sharing financial reports with stakeholders. So why do we talk about stakeholders is we are just considering they as external participants. Okay. So when they are external participants, if you're trying to share any financial reports with them, we have to make sure it does not get accessed by any unauthorized access, right? So how would you make sure of this? Is when you share a file using Zoho Vault, right, you can also share an external link. Okay. This external link can be password encrypted. You don't really have to worry about if somebody else gets hold of this particular link, will they just open and they can compromise any of the particular actions. You don't really have to worry about that. You can password encrypt your external links, and you can also set an expiry date. So when you set up an expiry date, after the expiry date, they won't be able to access the link anymore. And you can also request user data. So whoever is trying to open the particular file, you can request them to give valid data such as name, phone number, email address, etc. So you are at a safe end now. So when you share an external link which contains sensitive information, you can access the particular file and you can see who has access to what file, and you can also set up password encryption. So you would know that whoever you shared will only be able to open that because you only share the password with them. And you can also set up an expiry date. So even if you have forgotten about the particular file, you don't have to worry because it expires after the expiry date. Then we have reducing manual data entry and financial errors. So here, we have to make sure that we make as less errors as possible. And how would we make sure of the same is we have to reduce the manual entry. We need to be able to make sure of financial apps. And how the Zoho Workplace is linked with financial apps is Zoho Workplace seamlessly collaborates and it seamlessly integrates with finance apps as well. As you can see on the screen, it seamlessly collaborates and integrates as well. And it lets the data flow from one app to the other, just like that, just like a breeze. You don't really have to worry about, getting the data from one platform, downloading it and uploading it there. And then you have to cross-verify and then you have to jump between applications. All of that is just, put aside here. This integration lets all of the data flow just like a breeze. You can make use of all of the data produced across applications, and you can integrate and work with all of the apps shown on the screen just like that. And with that, we have seen an overview of Zoho Workplace. We know what the apps comprises of, and we also talked about a lot of challenges faced across financial sectors and Zoho Workplace, how it acts as a solution for the same. And now I'd like to give the access or control over to Lindsay, who's going to let you know how Zoho Vault protects your financial data and support your compliance journey. Over to you, Lindsay. Are you ready?
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for the great introduction to Zoho Workplace. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Lindsay, product marketer at Zoho Vault, and I'm super excited to talk to you about how Zoho Vault protects your financial data and supports your compliance journey. So let's get started. Cybercriminals love targeting finance sector, right? Because that's where the money is. So every year, thousands of data breaches happen in this sector, and stolen credentials are the major reason for that. And did you know that around 22% of compromised data comes from weak and reused passwords? So these breaches are very expensive, but it's not just about cyber attacks. Financial companies also have to follow strict regulations. Failing to do so can lead to higher security risks and heavy fines. So how do we fight back? And that's where Zoho Vault comes in. So what is Zoho Vault? Zoho Vault is a cloud-based password manager started in 2013. Over the years, we have grown into a comprehensive security solution catering to all individuals, families, teams, large enterprise, and even developers. Zoho Vault is now a part of Zoho Workplace, making it even more easier to manage and protect your financial operations. So whether you're managing your budgets, tracking expenses, or managing your workflows, Zoho Vault keeps your data secure in the background. Let's see how Zoho Vault exactly protects your highly sensitive financial information. Zoho Vault protects your financial data in 4 ways. First, secure by design, simplified productivity, with threat detection and remediation, and finally, helps you with compliance. So let's break these down one by one. First, secure by design. Zoho Vault is built with security at its core. It uses client-side encryption, which is also called as host-proof hosting technique. So when you create an account, you need to set a master password. And this master password is used to encrypt all your data, which is stored in your Vault account. And here's the best part. So this master password is only known to you and it will not be stored anywhere on our servers. Only the encrypted form of sensitive data will be stored on the data centers across the region. And to make things even more secure, Zoho Vault also offers multi-factor authentication, IP, and geolocation restrictions. Under simplified productivity, first we have password and folder management. Zoho Vault comes with over 400 predefined sites and 10 categories ranging from bank account details, payment card details, secure notes, and more. You can also create your own custom categories and websites according to your preference. You can also group your passwords into folders and subfolders for easy management. For an example, you can create a folder called Finance and add all your bank account details and payment card details there and share it with your finance team. Zoho Vault also offers built-in password and passphrase generator, so which helps you to create strong and random passwords for all your accounts. You can also customize the length and criteria as per your wish. And for extra layer of security, Zoho Vault also provides DOTP integration. And you can also attach file under 2 MB, like your bank statement, alongside your passwords. Next, we have controlled access to sensitive data. You can securely share your sensitive information with individual users, user groups, and third parties. Zoho Vault follows the principle of least privilege, meaning users only get to access what they truly need. So when you're sharing a password with a user or user group, you can choose different levels of access privileges. With one-click login only, users can log into websites without seeing the password in plain text. With view option, users can see the password in plain text. With modify, users can edit and view the password in plain text. And finally, with manage, users get a total control over passwords, wherein they can share the password with others and they can also delete the password. You can also revoke access whenever you need it. So this applies same for user groups as well. And if you want to share a password with someone outsider like your contractor or auditors, you can do so. You just have to enter their email address, set time limit, and share the access code with them. For business critical accounts, Zoho Vault also offers access control workflow. So here users will submit a request stating that why they want to access particular password. So you can review these requests manually, or you can also integrate it with your help desk solutions, which automatically approves these requests via valid ticket IDs. So next we have secure access to apps and websites. Zoho Vault's browser extension makes logging into websites and applications effortless with just one click. It automatically autofills your login credentials, DOTP codes, and even payment card details. It also generates strong and unique passwords for all your accounts and protects you from phishing attempts by preventing autofill on suspicious websites. Next, we have cross-platform support. You can access your Vault account on desktop, Android, iOS, or even Apple Watch. We support popular browsers like Zoho's privacy-focused browser ULA, Chrome, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Brave, Firefox, and Vivaldi. Next, we have extensive integrations. Zoho Vault integrates seamlessly with various Zoho applications like ULA, Zoho Mail, Zoho Flow, Zoho Projects, Zoho People, Zoho Desk, and Zoho Directory. It also integrates with your productivity suites, directory services, cloud backups, help desk solutions, SEM services, and supports SSO over 100 cloud apps. Next, under threat detection and remediation, we have security dashboard and dark web monitoring. Zoho Vault monitors the dark web using haveibeenpwn.com integration, and it alerts you immediately if any of the passwords that are stored in your Vault account is found in a breach. So you can change them right away before it's too late. The security dashboard provides you a quick overview of your password health. It highlights the weak and reused passwords so that you can take immediate actions. Next, we have data and cloud backup for disaster recovery. So for disaster recovery, Zoho Vault automatically backs up your data to your Zoho WorkDrive account, email, or any other preferred cloud storage. You can also set backup frequencies and control who receives copies. So these backup files can be accessed only with your master password. Next, under compliance support, we have multi-factor authentication. You can enhance the security of your Zoho Vault account even further with multi-factor authentication. It supports SMS-based TOTP, authenticator apps like Google and Microsoft, security keys, pass keys, and Zoho's very own free authenticator app, Zoho Vault. So next, we have password policy enforcement. Zoho Vault helps enforce strong password policies for entire organization. You can set specific rules that all the users must follow and generate secure passwords based on these guidelines. You can also set password validity period. It alerts users to change the password before it expires. And finally, we have security reports and tamper-proof audits. Zoho Vault provides detailed security reports and tamper-proof audits. You can track all your Vault activity, generate reports, and export them in password-protected PDFs for your both internal and external audits. Here's a quick look at how Zoho Vault ensures compliance with major regulations. And that's it from my end. Feel free to post your questions in the chat box, or you can also write to us at support@zohovault.com. And yes, over to you, Priyanka.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for the presentation. Guys, I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. We're going to quickly see our native application, just a brush through of the same, and then we will end the session. Okay. I'm sure with Lindsay's presentation, we have a better idea as to how Zoho Vault helps us with the financial operations. And now we're going to see our native application that is available. Let me just share my screen quickly for you. Yeah. All right. So here, our very native application that is Trident for Zoho Workplace is available, which I would recommend all of you to give it a try because it's going to help you improvise your productivity and have effective communication and also streamline your business processes. How? Here in Trident, we have all the applications integrated as a desktop application, right? You can add your multiple accounts. You don't have to just deal with the one account at a time. Rather, you can add multiple accounts and you can handle your account. You can switch between accounts and you can handle them. Here you have the mail suite available, click application available. And you also have calendar, tasks, notes, and contacts. And you also have widgets available, right? In the widgets, you can add WorkDrive, you can add CRM, you can add Desk, Connect, and you can switch between application and you can work with desktop. And here, as for productivity, we have the unified calendar, integrated task management, feature-rich note-taking, that is notes, and you also have smart contact management available. Then we have for communication, we have multiple email accounts. I already told you the advantage of using an application here, that is desktop application, is you can add multiple email accounts and you can switch between the accounts and you can handle them. Then we have instant messaging, which is the click application where you can converse with your organization members using the application itself. You can do audio calls and video calls as well, and you have online meetings available. And then we have for business, we have widgets. So widgets is where it's going to, expand the spectrum of using the application itself, where you can add as many widgets as you want and you can handle them in the very same desktop application. Then we have Smart Assistant. So Smart Assistant works with commands, okay? Let's say if you want to compose an email, you have specific commands for that. When you just type out the particular command, immediately the compose section opens up for you. If you are a person who would like to deal with commands a lot, this will be really useful for you, which is Smart Assistant. Then we have Smart Mails. Smart Mails is the collaborative features that we're talking about. So here in the desktop application itself, you can make use of those features where you can share emails, share folders, etc. And you can, make wonders with them. And you also have Smart Flow available. So here in the Smart Flow, what we're talking is the information, or rather the data in a particular app is not constrained to the particular app alone. It gets flowed to the next app and the next app, just like that. A small example, if you have an attachment in Click, okay, you can simply drag it and drop it in a mail. You can simply drag it and drop it in a work drive. So if it can be saved as a file or a folder. Okay, so that it's that easy, and you'll be able to seamlessly transfer your data from one application to another. That's Smart Flow for you. So this is how I've just given a very, very outlined view of what Zoho Trident can do. It has vast possibilities available. So I highly recommend all of you to give it a try for Zoho Trident as well and give us your feedback, so we will have a better idea as to how we can improvise our product. So this is done, and we've come to an end of the session now. Thank you so much for joining the session today, and I would like to thank all of you on behalf of the other presenter as well. If you would like to ask any questions, you can stay back and ask all of your questions. We'll be more than happy to give you all the answers. If you would like to reach out to us after the session, you can use these email IDs. That is support@zohoworkplace.com and support@zohovault.com. Make a note of these email IDs if you would like to reach out to us after the session. These email IDs are the ones that you have to use in order for you to do that. All right. But if you'd like to stay back and ask your doubts, feel free to do that. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.